Alrighty, just met some fans, so always fun. Now enjoying some bluffage. Michelle lost her hiccups.
I did.
I'm trying to give it back to her. Trying to find them for her.
Went to the crossroads instead.
Well, howdy folks. Shawn here from hikingwithshawn.com. Today we are at Rimrock National Recreation Trail. It is in the Shawnee National Forest here in southern Illinois. It's second season shotgun hunting, so we are sticking to trails where they are not allowed to go to give them their space. So we're gonna go to Rimrock and probably hike to Pounds Hollow and come back, and you get to go with us. So stay tuned. So when you get here, what you'll want to do is...
Oh my gosh, look at this diamond I found.
Michelle found a diamond.
I found 2 diamonds.
You'll go right to go down, which they put a sign there. That's kind of nice. You can go straight, and there's a stone fort there. It's pretty cool, and it'll loop you around, and it's like an upper loop. You can go left to get on an old trail, and it'll take you down. But the stairs are no longer there, and they're not going to be there for a while. It'll be years. So, cool little information here. Michelle has the hiccups.
And I've only had water to drink.
She'd been drinking the water too much.
Irritating. I hate hiccups.
Hiccups are no fun. Over the years, people have butchered these poor trees. Made them kind of ugly. But here's some nice bluffage that we'll be experiencing shortly. Go across the bridge here. All right, folks. Got the cool bluffage. Michelle's hiccups in the background. That's how you know she's with me.
I help it.
Some pretty cool bluffage here. But it is cool. Alright, folks. Really cool bluffage over there. We have definitely edged it and found some pretty neat stuff over there, to be honest. Deer almost gave us a heart attack. Yeah. Not gonna do that today, but it was pretty cool. Gonna stick to the trails today. Alright. Plenty of bluffage. I put hiccup juice in Michelle's water.
Something.
Bought it from Spencer's.
I'm afraid that wouldn't be hiccup juice.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Michelle's growling at her hiccups. She's about to...
Angry.
She's about to pounce on the neck of her hiccups.
About to get angry.
All right, this is Don't Be a Karen Cave. They like to make Karens here. Usually there's like hundreds of them.
Looks like somebody's come through recently.
Yeah, we've dismantled some Karens. I mean, it was crazy amount of Karens.
That's where I found my dollar.
Yeah, and you know, some people don't like that when I do that, but you know, there is an ecological effect that they make, and it's also just ugly. You know, it's ugly seeing a bunch of Karens in natural setting. I mean, it takes away the naturalness of it. So if they're used for trail markers, that's one thing. But if you can't use this trail, stay off the trail. Alrighty, now we have Oxlot Cave. Oxlot Cave is really cool. It was inhabited by Native Americans long time ago during like, well, it would have been the woodland period when they had the stone fort. Settlers got here and pretty much used it as a farming area. They put oxen in here and horses and cattle, but mainly oxen. That's where the ox lot comes from. And they found a natural spring, which is over here, and they kind of made it into a box spring. We'll be going up them stairs here in a little while. Some cool stuff up there. But the spring is pretty much always running. So, little by little, but you can see it here. And there it is. Now, just because it's a spring, it's natural, I would never suggest drinking water from it unless you filter it. Just because we have so much agriculture and they use so many chemicals that it's just not very safe anymore. I mean, if you had nothing else, even though you're pretty close to civilization, you know, then yeah. But I always carry a filter, and I suggest filtering water. But I've never filtered from here, to be honest. So close to civilization, as I said. But it is a really cool cave. Oxlot Cave. This large rock overhang provided shelter to many hunters and explorers who passed this way. It wasn't until loggers entered Pound's Hollow that the natural overhang received extensive use. A fence was built to create a corral where oxen, mules, and horses were kept, hence the name Oxlot Cave. The boxed-in spring at the back of the shelter provided a watering hole for the animals. As the trees were harvested, oxen dragged the logs out of the steep valley where they were loaded into wagons. Much of the lumber was used locally for railroad ties, building materials, and to fuel steamboats. Logging operations in the hollow were profitable from 1902 to 1906. And here's a map. Kind of shows the likely timber transportation route. So that's kind of interesting. It's loose. Very cool. So 300 BC to 900 AD, woodland Indian occupation. They built the stone fort. 1740s, the Shawnee tribe had a short-term settlement. 1855, European settlers. 1936, Shawnee Purchase Unit. 1980, it was designated as a National Recreation Trail. 2005, Forest Service Continental. So, Centennial, Continental. But there you go. Now we're gonna go up these cool stairs to like the streets of Rimrock. Now for the fun part. The maze. The stairs used to come down to here, but oh. Oh. Go through this. Don't know why that's there. Here's the old stairs. So, I used to be right through here. You know, don't hike on them, obviously, but that's where they are, and you got this cool maze. I think that sign belongs over on these stairs, more so than so pretty cool. More maze. Ooh, there's ice. That's crazy. Some ice. Be careful on the ice. I just love going through that. So there you have it. Don't know if that barricade's supposed to be right there. If it is, it really doesn't make sense. Because there's nothing hazardous until you get to the old stairs. So I think maybe someone moved it there. And we'll keep on trucking. And where Michelle is. This will take us on the old trail. All right, folks. Big old bluffage. Nice little shelter underneath. It's quite cool. Quite cool area. Definitely would be a wonderful addition to Rimrock to make this just a trail. Don't put the stairs in. Don't, you know, I know a lot of people miss the stairs, but it's hiking. You can hike down, and you don't need stairs.
Well, the reason they miss the stairs is because it takes you through the little maze.
Maze thing, yeah.
And most people aren't going to go
True.
find the maze on their own.
Right.
So I understand.
Yeah. I reckon. But probably ain't gonna get it up for a while. And now they say the Forest Service is losing a budget. Don't know what that's gonna look like over here. Hopefully the administration in there is gonna see the fact that these natural areas are bringing tourism, and you know, we need to capitalize on that. I've adjusted this camera a bit and put in vibrant coloring to see if it makes the quality a little better. Been experimenting with different coloring, doing flat colors to try to correct the color grade myself. I love this part. It's so cool. I'm just trying different settings to make my videos better for you all. So it's always my goal to produce awesome footage, and it's fun to look back at my very old footage where I used different cameras without stabilization because they really didn't have it built into the camera back then, and stabilizers were kind of expensive. But now you look at it and it's all built in, and it's a lot easier to walk with it and not make it too shaky and whatnot. So I love it. Here's some old carving from the 40s, 1940.
Dourra.
Odora, maybe? Typically we go to Mackey's, and we love Mackey's, don't get me wrong. Favorite pizza, but we're gonna go to Diver Down.
Cause they're my favorite too.
Yeah,
They just
they're
don't
good
have pizza.
too. Got really good burgers there, and
they're
pepper jack triangles.
Pepper jack triangles. I can taste them.
I can too. I was about to say that. I could taste them right now. So we're gonna go eat there. Old fire ring. Could have been from the eclipse.
No.
No.
Well, you can really see the rock wall.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Native American rock wall. It's right up there, part of it. And I bet these rocks were part of it. They used it to make a ring. You could see it right through there. So I'm sure that's part of it. But we're about to the end of the trail. Did a little over a mile, almost a mile and a half. Did about 3 or 4 miles this whole day at 3 different hiking locations. Garden of the Gods, High Knob, and here at Rimrock. So here's more of that wall. So thanks for watching.
I love this tree.
Yeah, cool tree. Good for the outro. Bluffage hugger. Be sure.
I'm like, why is the sky falling into squirrel?
Oh. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, we'll see you on the trail.